Hi, my name is Caitlin, and today's Time for Connection is an update on the Greening the Building initiative. So the purpose of this initiative was to explore ways our congregation could begin to address the climate crisis and reduce our environmental footprint. It was started by a workshop in April of 2023 to brainstorm some initial ideas. Then we obtained feedback in the fall of 2023 from the different committees to determine what ideas have already been implemented or if they're currently being implemented. Then we hosted another session in January of 2024 to prioritize those ideas, and in March of 2024 we had a perspective session where we listened to a presentation from Angie Bug and developed ideas to reduce our building's energy footprint. Out of all of those sessions, we developed a list of the top items that we wanted to address here at the church. So at the 2023 annual congregational meeting, we put forward 3 motions. Number 1, to install faucet aerators in all of our taps. Number 2, research the energy-saving benefits of installing LEDs versus replacing our windows. And number 3, update our mission and vision statement to reflect our commitment to the environment. And if you participate in that process, you'll know that we looked at other items in the mission and vision as well. So here's an update on those 3 motions. For the faucet aerators, all those taps were switched out by the Properties Committee, and that was completed in June of 2024. The mission and vision, throughout 2024 and 2025, there was various workshops hosted and a draft statement was proposed at the 2024 annual congregational meeting. Then we had that meeting last week and it was officially passed, our new mission and vision. For researching the energy-saving benefits, we were unfortunately unable to find someone to do a detailed analysis to compare replacing our fluorescent lights with LEDs versus how much energy we would save by replacing our existing windows with multiple pane windows. However, thanks to Glenn Kermey and the Properties Committee, they did do a bit of initial exploratory research. And so while we found that windows are feasible in the short term, they will be more expensive to replace. So replacing our lights is just currently more feasible for our current resources. And as Glenn mentioned this morning, they are currently looking for an electrician to help them switch out those lights downstairs as well as up here. Windows could still be a possibility in the future, but it will require more thought, resources, and time. There has been other progress as well and other ideas from this initiative. One of the things that was really important to us was education of the congregation. So the environmental pod, that was started independently of the Greening Building initiative, but it has been really helpful in supporting our ongoing efforts to educate the congregation. We had a presentation in May 2025 about recycling and waste in Saskatoon, and we've organized other initiatives such as the Creation Time last year, thanks to Margaret McKechnie, as well as organizing the Sustainability Minutes each month. We are also helping to organize our first Grosvenor Read session around a book about the environment. As for recycling and composting within our church, that was another priority. Composting has been completed by the Kitchen Committee, and we have a system for that. And the environmental pod is currently looking into other ways we can improve our waste management, and we will be trying to coordinate with all of the relevant groups this year. Another priority was creating an environment and climate change resources section in the church library. That has been started. That includes Indigenous works around the environment, and the environmental pod donated a copy of the book, All We Can Save. We also welcome any donations of books around the environment that you guys may want to give. And then the other 2 items that we've had progress on, one of them is truth and reconciliation. So this one is an idea that's independent of the Greening Building initiative, but one idea that consistently came up in those sessions was developing treaty partnerships and working closely with Indigenous people. And so Council wants to start an exploratory group to start into that process, and this group is the first step towards achieving those treaty partnership goals. And then finally, another idea that consistently came up in those Greening the Building initiatives was doing something about our outdoor space and turning it into something that's better environmentally and better for our community. So again, the council has started an exploratory group into looking what we can be doing with that outdoor space. And while we start outside the Green the Building initiative, that outdoor parquet property and exploratory group will help us achieve that idea that was generated. So that's the update on the Green the Building initiative. Thank you.